Henry Holiday was an English historical genre and landscape painter, stained glass designer, illustrator and sculptor. He is considered to be a member of the Pre-Raphaelite school of art. Life, early years and training. Holiday was born in London. He showed an early aptitude for art and was given lessons by William Cave Thomas. He attended Lee's Art Academy and in 1855, at the age of 15, was admitted to the Royal Academy. Through his friendship with Albert Moore and Simeon Solomon, he was introduced to the artists Dante Gabriel Rossetti, Edward Burne-Jones and William Morris of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. This movement was to be pivotal in his future artistic and political life. In that same year, 1855, Holiday made a journey to the Lake District. This was to be the first of many trips to the area, where he would often holiday for long periods of time. Whilst in the Lake District, he spent much of his time sketching the views which were to be seen from the various hills and mountains. He wrote, "For concentrated loveliness, I know nothing that can quite compare with the lakes and mountains of Westmoreland, Cumberland and Lancashire." Paintings. Holiday worked in both oils and watercolors. In 1858, his first picture, a landscape painting, was exhibited at the Royal Academy and immediately sold. From that year, his work was frequently shown at the Academy and elsewhere. Other pictures include The Burgess of Calais, The Rhine Maidens. The subject matter was taken from Wagner's opera Das Rheingold. In order to properly visualize the picture, Holiday modeled the 3 Rhine Maidens in clay and placed them in a tank of blue-green tinted water together with clay rocks. Dante and Beatrice, exhibited at the Grosvenor Gallery in 1883. In 1881, Holiday had traveled to Florence in order to make studies for this picture, and carried out meticulous research to ensure that the correct buildings and architectural features were present. He also created rough clay models of some of the buildings to set the scene. The pigeons in the picture were painted by John Trivett. Nettleship, Charity, a stained glass window design, Terpsichore, Cleopatra, Sleep, The Lute Player, The Temple of Philae, Pours Water, and many others. Holiday spent a lot of time at the studios of Sir Edward Burne-Jones, where groups of artists would meet to discuss, exchange and pool ideas. The influence of Burne-Jones can be seen in Holiday's work. Stained glass. In 1861, Holiday accepted the job of stained glass window designer for Powell's Glass Works, after Burne-Jones had left to work for Morris & Co. During his time there, he fulfilled over 300 commissions, mostly for customers in the USA. He left in 1891 to set up his own glass works in Hampstead, producing stained glass mosaics, enamels and sacerdotal objects. Holiday's stained glass work can be found all over Britain, but some of his best is at the Chapel of Worcester College, Oxford, Westminster Abbey, St Luke's Church in Kentish Town and St Mary Magdalene, Paddington. Other work and personal life. Holiday also did some sculpture in 1861, producing a piece called Sleep, which attracted favorable critical interest. Holiday worked for architect William Burgess for a period, including providing wall and ceiling paintings for Worcester College, Oxford, and furniture paintings, including Sleeping Beauty, for the headboard in the bedroom of Burgess's home, the Tower House itself. The Sleeping Beauty bed is now in the collection of the Cecil Higgins Art Gallery and Amp, Bedford Museum. Holiday has 4 oil paintings in British National Public collections. In October 1864, Holiday married Catherine Raven and they moved to Bayswater, London. His wife was a talented embroiderer who worked for Morris & Co. They had one daughter, Winifred. In 1867, Holiday visited Italy for the first time and was inspired by the originality of the Renaissance artists he saw on display there. In 1871 he went to Ceylon as part of the Eclipse expedition. His astronomical drawings were subsequently published in the national press and attracted great interest. On his return to England in 1872, he commissioned architect Basil Champneys to design a new family home in Branch Hill, Hampstead, which was named Oak Tree House. In 1888, William Gladstone himself was a visitor. In January 1874, Holiday was commissioned by Lewis Carroll to illustrate The Hunting of the Snark. He remained friends with the author throughout his life. In 1907, Holiday went to Egypt, painting a series of watercolors and illustrations on ancient Egyptian themes. These were exhibited at Walker's Gallery, London, in March 1908. In 1907–08, he commissioned the building of a holiday home, Betty Fold, in his favourite part of the Lake District. Holiday had been a socialist throughout his life, and, together with his wife Kate and daughter Winifred, supported the suffragette movement. The family were close acquaintances of Emmeline Pankhurst and her daughter, and had organised local suffragette meetings in the Lake District. Holiday died on the 15th of April 1927 in London, 2 years after his wife, Kate. His nephew, Gilbert Holiday, son of Sir Frederick Holiday, was also an artist who also has paintings in British collections. Bibliography. Holiday, Henry. Stained Glass as an Art. Holiday, Henry. Art and Individualism. Holiday, Henry. Reminiscences of My Life. Carroll, Lewis. The Hunting of the Snark and Agony, in 8 fits. Various famous paintings. Volume 1. No. 1. Mackay, Angus M. Henry Holiday and His Art. Article from the Westminster Review, Volume 158 pp. 391 ff. The Decorative Work of Mr. Henry Holiday, pp. 106–115. Baldry, A. L. Henry Holiday. Henry Holiday 1839–1927 Exhibition Catalogue. Wilcox, Scott and Amp. Newell, Christopher. Victorian Landscape Watercolors p. 190. Cohen, Morton N. and Amp. Wakeling, Edward. Lewis Carroll and His Illustrators pp. 22–27.